Welcome everyone, my name is Gabriel Benjamin. Today we are doing a class focused on the hamstrings and the lower back. So let's go ahead and begin laying down. Some students may choose to have extra padding like a blanket under their back if you need more support laying down. It may be helpful to have a strap also for the hamstring stretch. However, I'm going to demonstrate ways to not use it today, so you can do the demonstrations I do, or you can grab a strap and use that for the hamstring stretch. But let's go ahead and just take 5 deep breaths in a classic Shavasana. Or if you have back pain, you can have your knees bent. That's perfectly fine. Each breath gets a little bit deeper, and you take time to exhale slowly. Very good. Let's go ahead and slowly bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, and if you'd like, gently roll around on your back. And keep the right knee into chest, extend the left leg. Deep breath. And then switch legs. Let's come back to knees to chest. Open the arms, take the legs to the left, and then come back to center. Take the legs to the right. Come back to center, legs to the left. Legs to the right. And continue side to side. And when you've done each side, equal amount of times, come back to knees to chest. And then release the legs to the ground. Extend through the right leg. Point through the ankle. Lift. Flex the foot lower. And we're going to do that several times. And lift the leg, hold the back of the leg, draw the toes down, and lift up through the heel. So we're holding the back of the leg. You can also hold the calf. Some students can hold the big toe. If you use a strap, you can use that over the foot. But just holding the back of the leg, even letting the knee bend is perfectly fine. If you want a deeper stretch, you have the option of lengthening the bottom leg as well. Keep the neck long and the shoulders grounded. Deep breath. right foot to the ground. Point the left ankle, lift and flex the foot, lower and repeat. We're going to do about 5 of these, so breathe smooth and flow with grace. And come on up. Hold the back of the leg, extend through the leg, lift up through the heel, draw down through the toes, deep breath. Remember your options. You can hold the hamstring, the calf, the foot, use a strap, and if you need to, you can let the leg be bent. If you're able to straighten the leg and draw the toes down towards you, that's ideal, and then eventually you can have the bottom leg lengthened. Wherever you are with the process, be patient, breathe deep, and try and stay present. Nice deep breath, a couple more rounds. And go ahead and release both legs to the ground. Shavasana. And come back to knees to chest. Roll on up. And draw the hips back, sitting bones back. Sit very tall and either push the fingertips into the ground or bring the arms up and lift the chest, open the shoulders. Now if you have a sore neck, leaving the arms a little bit bent or a little forward is totally fine, but eventually to get that very long vertical line from the fingertips down to the sitting bones is very nice for both openness and muscle tone. And the chest, shoulders, and back. Deep breath. And we're going to be leading with the sternum as we take a nice forward bend here. And loosen up the neck. Breathe. And release the forward bend, switch to hands and knees, and roll out the back. Very good. Next is downward dog pose, where you press deep into the hips, lift them high. If you have tight hamstrings, the knees can be bent and the heels can be up. Eventually you tone more through the legs, and that will deepen the stretch in the back of the legs. The flatter and longer you make the lower back, the more you'll target the hamstrings. If you have a rounded back and you press the heels down, you'll get a good stretch in the calves, and that's nice if that's what you need. But for the backs of the thighs, to really lift the low back, that gives you the deepest hamstring stretch. It's also good for the posture of your lower back as well, getting that nice flat lower back. Deep breath here. Couple more rounds. And we're going to put the knees down softly, lower all the way. Hands under the hips. And lifting the right leg. Switching to the left leg. And then lower, tuck the left toes, lift the right leg again. And then lower, tuck the right toes, point the left foot, lift the left leg for about 2 breaths. And release. Hands come from underneath the hips. And lift the chest and arms. Exhale, lower. Lift legs, arms, and chest. This is very good for opening the front of the body, strengthening the back of the body. And we'll release. And place the hands alongside the chest. Let's go ahead and lift and take another nice long downward dog. Long in the sense that you're long in the low back, and if it feels good, long in the legs with that option of bending the knees. And also we'll take some long breaths to try and spend about a half a minute here. And then we're going to put the knees down, point the toes, extend the right leg, lift just hip level, lift the left arm, switch sides. Extend the left leg, lift just hip level, lift the right arm, and come back to center, extend the right leg, lift just hip level, flex the foot and then have the ankle above the knee. And then release. So in today's practice, we're both stretching, releasing, but also toning the hamstring muscles. It's really good when muscles get both stretched and develop muscle tone. That's what makes the body the most healthy. And you're nice and complete with that. Let's go ahead and switch to a one-leg forward bend position. We're actually going to do a twist and then a forward bend. The twisting will help the lower back. The forward bend will target the hamstrings. So we got the right leg bent. We'll bring the arms up, abdomen in, and twist to the right. Nice deep twist. Only turning the head if it feels really good on the neck. Unwind. Take a nice hamstring stretch and breathe deep. go ahead and release from that stretch. Switch to the other side. Sitting bones back, chest up, arms up. When you're lifting the arms, try and keep the shoulders setting though, so you're not just swallowing the neck with the trapezius. The arms are both rising while the shoulders and trapezius are lowering. And then take that nice twist to the left. Head follows if it's working for you. Neutral neck is really good for some, so consider that as an option. Stay with the breath. When you're done with the nice twist, let's take a hamstring stretch and breathe. Try and soften in the shoulders as well. You're leading forward with the sternum, but not being tense where you don't need to. Apply effort. Trapezius, neck relaxed, steady breath. Release that forward bend. Sit in a cross-legged position. Sit tall. Let's close the eyes. Let's just take about a minute with the eyes closed, just enjoying a little bit of quiet time. Smooth breath. Good, we'll come back to the body and we'll conclude our sequence for the day. Let's go ahead and conclude with a clearing breath, and 3 ohms. We breathe in and sit tall. Open the mouth, let it out. And then take a few nice rounds of Om. Thank you all very much. Namaste.